Yo, what it do, chosen ones. I'm back with another banger. So in this video, it's gonna be a straight up message that I had just downloaded in. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into this. So family, I want to get into the topic of, how to be detached from these things in this physical realm. How to not really be so attached, putting so much feelings and emotions behind it. See, I want to start off by saying that you can never fight the different emotions that you have that come through your body. You have to understand that everything is feelings, and things that come through are allowed to pass through. They don't have to stay. So when you start to think about it like that, you detach yourself from a lot of the external things, because different lots of different scenarios can happen. Like you could lose money, you could lose a home, you could lose a car, like all these things. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that things like things are three-dimensional. Those are for, like, to satisfy your needs within this realm. The things that really were programmed into our minds to think, oh yeah, you have to go that hard for this, and if you lose this, then this happens. And at the end of the day, when you really step back and reflect on who you are, and view your value, know your worth, when you understand your worth, like, like this world that we live in is operated around love, right? Like, love is what keeps the plants growing, the roots growing, the trees growing, everything. That's what keeps everything in motion, is operating in that state of love, because the universe is love. When you connect to your higher consciousness, you start to project a level of love out. So when you start to, operate on that type of mindset, then you will understand that, hey, nothing external can really throw off the thing that I really have going on within my own life. That's when it really gets deep, because that's when you're getting the understanding that it's all self-love. When you look at yourself in the mirror and really love who that person is, that's when you truly grow. And I go to say and break that down, because that's one of the easiest ways to detach from these materialistic things, when you actually understand that at the end of the day, those things don't matter. The cars, the money, all the stuff that you acquire within this realm, yeah, you can, like, give yourself a pat on the back, but you have to remember that, hey, this doesn't define my happiness. The thing that really defines the happiness is what comes from within. How do you feel about yourself? Understanding that at the end of the day, when you die and you ascend, you don't take none of that stuff with you. None of that stuff goes. What goes is how you felt in this realm, what you understood in this realm. You know, that's why, I wanted to come on here and say and push upon, because around this time, with all these energy shifts that's happening in the universe, you may just been feeling just up one day, down the other day. It's because of these different, like, it's tests, as you can say, tests that get put in your way to see how you are going to react. Because, putting yourself in the 5% range of the world, and operating in that type of um mindset, you can't be attached to these. You take L's. The L's are always lessons. Like, they're not like these things to hold you back at just the ground zero and not have you progress. The lessons turn into the blessings. So when you really start to dial in with yourself and just figure out who you are, and really understand, like, your worth, then, like, the things that I'm saying right now, like, they will really start to come into play. Like, you will really start to get an understanding, like, okay, yeah, this stuff really doesn't matter, because it truly doesn't. you know Detaching yourself from things, little ways that lead up to is, for example, like, if you get asked to go out somewhere, right, to go on a move somewhere, like to go out to a store or do something, you don't exactly have to have funds in that moment. Like, you don't have to have funds in that moment. You can go and enjoy yourself. See, doing that is building up the self confidence, and the self motivation to tell yourself, like, to plant seeds into your subconscious to keep going, that nothing can stop you. And just from you doing those little things, those actions transmute into the character that you actually are. So now, doing little things like that, if get scammed out of money or something, lose money, just knowing that that's coming back times 10, and that, that doesn't define you. Money doesn't define you. You know what I'm saying? You can't really put a label to your name of really like a net worth, because at the end of the day, we are infinite. So money doesn't, it doesn't describe you. Like, yeah, a person can have all this money, but are they truly happy inside? You know, yeah, they got to ask themselves that. Are they really living their best life? You're living your best life, from being detached from that and understanding, hey, it's about the self-love. It's about enjoying this. It's about the family environment that's around, like different things like that. That's like the pure focus, really living in that present moment, not, oh, this money that's about to come and this and this and this, like, you know, but I'm just the messenger. I had that little download come in and whatnot for someone. Someone needed to hear that out there. Just keep going. Life, it can get hard with the ups and the downs, the different tasks that we have to get through every single day. But just know that anything that happens around you, you know, you can allow it to affect your inner world, but you, at the end of the day, you can always put your foot down and stop things from really disturbing that inner peace. Things don't have to fully get inside of your energy field to disrupt you. It's about how you really perceive everything. If you perceive everything in a nice manner, like, you know little things like this, right? If you see like a homeless person out, like giving them some money and things like that, like you're building confidence in yourself, that like, hey, this is money, like, here, you're giving money away. That is providing a beautiful service out, projecting a beautiful service out to the universe. It's only going to be manifested back into your life. Like, these are the different things that I'm talking about that really build up that mindset of the level of detachment that you have to these physical things, because in this realm that we live in, a lot of things is just based around the currency. And that's why I put a lot of emphasis on that, because a lot of people just feel like, you know they can't do anything, or they're just not shit, just because they may not have yay amount of money yet. And notice how I say yet, because everything is already done within, and you just have to continue to keep unleashing that inner child and keep growing it, and keep, learning and connected to the infinite intelligence of the unknown, and it's going to transmute itself into the physical reality. It has no other way, because you're seeing it, but you have to continue to keep believing. But if you're really detached, if you're really attached to all these, like, these clothes, getting new shoes and all that every week, maybe you need to sacrifice all of that stuff for a little bit and put that on hold, so you can really focus in on the things that really matter within, so you can have so much unlimited of the thing that you really wanted at first. And that's being detached right there from having to do that, because now maybe, okay, boom, you're in a job situation, you don't want to be in a job situation, sacrificing that, or buying clothes every single week or something like that, will allow that space for you to take that leap of faith away from that job. So now, that attachment isn't holding you back from taking that leap of faith. So it's just different things like that. But if this message could resonate with someone out there, if it did resonate with someone out there, leave down in the comments. Also, down below, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on the post notifications. But as always, you know what I'm saying, y'all have an abundant day. Yeah, it's your boy out. Peace and love.